Obesity and gun control. The two most American things ever. God, I love this country. Okay, in truth, these are more issues than anything. But what if we found a solution out of these problems, and as a country became so fat we were bulletproof? Well, there's a lot of things to consider. First of all, let's talk the different types of ammo, because a 50 BMG is going to be much harder to stop than a 9mm. To keep it realistic, I decided to search up the top 3 most common types of ammo in America, and the results were 22 LR, 9mm, and 45 ACP, which are all types of ammo that pistols usually shoot. I'm also going to shoot the bullet in the abdomen of the person, since that's usually where bulletproof vests are worn. Next, we have to decide what gender to make our obese person. Alright, the reason is because different genders store fat in different ways on average. Usually men store fat around their guts, while women store fat around their butts. I'm going to choose the male to be the person to get shot at, because his fat stores are in a place where vital organs are actually protected. And that would give our guy the highest likelihood of actually surviving the bullet. Alright, now that we got all that out of the way, we gotta figure out just how much human body can these types of bullets go through. Enter ballistic gel. Ballistic gel is a substance which simulates a human body. So by judging how far a specific ammo penetrates into ballistic gel, we can get a rough idea as to how much human body you would need to stop a bullet. And according to these tests, the median for 22 LR was 12 inches of penetration, the median for 45 ACP was 15 inches of penetration, and the median for 9mm was 18 inches of penetration. Now that we have an idea of how much fat you would need to stop one of these bullets, we gotta ask, is this even possible? Because no matter how big or fat you are, most people would be hard pressed to find a 4-inch thick layer of fat on them. I mean, polar bears, an animal which are both famously humongous and also pretty fat, only get 3.4 inches of fat around their entire body. And from this random study I found which studied the thickness of fat around the abdomen, the biggest males were only able to get a mere 28mm of fat on them. Even if we add in the thickness of the abdominal muscles, which would also be in between the bullet and the internal organs, the total possible thickness we would get is only 48mm or 1.9 inches. And that's assuming the fattest guy in this experiment was also a world-class athlete with humongous ab muscles. So is it all over? Is it really true that my dream of humans being fat enough to be bulletproof is just a pipe dream? And more importantly, is all the hours I spent researching this stupid shit instead of studying for my finals in 3 days a complete waste of time? Well guys, look, I tried, alright? What you gonna do when... Whoa. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Holy shit. Standing at 5'10" and weighing in at a staggering... we don't know. He literally broke the scale. I present you Walter Hudson. While Walter Hudson was not the most heavy man in the world, he was the man with the largest recorded waist at 119 inches. And by doing some Harvard CERN levels of calculation, putting circumference to radius calculator, I was able to figure out his body radius from the center of his body to his belly was about 19 inches. Honestly, it's probably more than this, because while this assumes that the fat around him was spread completely evenly, he definitely had more fat in his abdomen than his back. But whatever. Alright, now that we have a radius of Walter Hudson's, we gotta figure out just how much of it was fat and muscle, and how much of it was vital organs that need to be protected. And by doing some, and I'm gonna be honest here, really questionable math, because I can't find any concrete numbers on the radius of internal organs of extremely obese people, I made an educated guess and said that Walter Hudson's internal organs had a radius of 6.7 inches. And now, once again, through some Harvard space level engineering mathematics, I was able to deduce that Walter Hudson's fat layer was about 12.124 inches thick, or just enough to stop a 22 LR. Humans can be bulletproof. As long as you're a man who is also getting shot specifically in your abdomen and are not only fat but hold the world record waistline, and also hopefully you don't die of internal bleeding or shock immediately after being shot. And this is assuming that I didn't screw up any of this math, which why would I? I'm a goddamn genius. And I'm still looking for a graduate school, by the way, so Harvard, call me. Also, Walter Hudson ended up living to 47 years. 47, which is crazy with the amount of abuse he was doing to his body. He spent his entire life just reading the Bible and hanging out with his family, so maybe this was just karma for being a great guy. But there you have it. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. Comment any video ideas or weird hypotheticals. Alright, bye.